Snowball, are you there? Yes, you are.
Hey, this short game?
Not really.
Not long.
Hopefully it's good. It's SuperStarcraftBros.
Done Friday.
Don't yawn.
Sorry.
Don't yawn.
I'm sorry.
And we made it to Friday with a video for you.
Or did we?
We
No,
did.
I'm kidding.
We did.
I do
All
that
right.
like every day.
Let's see. This video, as you notice from the colors, is going to be off the ladder, and it's going to be played on the MLG version of Entombed Valley.
Which you can tell from these neutral supply depots.
Yep, they got those lovely big ol' white dots on the map, and that just prevents any type of early cheesy wall off that you can achieve by throwing down 3 supply depots or pylons or stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see, both players do throw out the good luck and have fun. I assume they know each other, or maybe this was a game played at a tournament. We're not quite sure. We pulled it off one of the various sites that we use.
Could just be a random custom game.
Yeah. And yeah, so diamond level play. I'm pretty excited for this. We've been kind of stuck in lower level play because of how the weeks have been for the past 2 or 3 weeks.
Indeed.
So I'm looking forward to some high-end StarCraft. And who's playing?
In our top right corner we have our pink PvZ Raakdos. And in our bottom left corner we have our red Zerg totsid.
Totsid. Alright, Totsid is throwing down his spawning pool right now. He does a distractor trick to get a little bit more supply count, get another drone out on the field.
So we are looking at this early spawning pool. It's a big map, so you can get it out for defensive purposes, for aggressive
Purses?
purposes.
You're gonna get some purses out of that?
And Pegasuses.
Pegasi? Alright, and it does look like Raakdos does intend on expanding. And like Iron Sparks just said, it is a very large map, so he won't have too much to worry about.
Except for these 6 leagues coming out.
Yeah, this is actually going to be a very aggressive, 12 pull?
I don't know.
Can't be that tired. It's only the end of the week.
I just got tired of this game for some reason.
And Forging Gateway down right now, so it looks like Raakdos is going to prep against this pull. Even the probe's going to like run next to them and be like, alright guys, let's do this. Alright, what you're going to want to do is go this way. Oh, I think that's what he tried to do with that probe.
Yeah, he tried, but
tried to
didn't
bait them
succeed.
other way. So this will be interesting. I wonder if he's going to maybe wall off completely. Are they going to stop at the tower? No, they are going straight. It is an MLG map, so of course you're going to have cross spawn. Thank you. The Zerglings juked a little bit around that hole, and it does look like we have a complete wall off for Raakdos.
Yep, so it's going to be safe momentarily. He can get up that cannon in the back, which will start doing work as soon as it's done.
Yeah.
He'll probably start getting that zealot as soon as this gateway is finished and ready to go.
I'd like to see him throw down another cannon just in case. They might actually break through this wall. Instead he throws down another gateway.
Yeah, right now he's just trying to focus on the surface area.
Ooh.
Clutch cancel on that.
Yeah, but I mean he opens up the cannon to attack, but it does look like
yeah, but it's a small area for him to be able to attack you.
Let's see.
Well, he knows he doesn't need these buildings. It's unfortunate these are going to get in, but it's not going to be as devastating as it could have been.
Nope, the Zealot's going to go up there to help fight off these Zerglings, and the probes will probably be able to turn around and fight a little bit.
No, the thing is, the Zerglings weren't even really attacking initially, so it gave the probes time to gather their courage and decide, yes, let's do this.
Oh, they're robots. They really don't have courage. They just do what you tell them.
Hey.
And some of the reinforcing lings have made their way past the cannon. I think 1 or 2 died from the cannon bolts. We might see a Zealot.
Good micro on those lings, pulling them back so they do survive. Kills that Zealot easily. But again, these probes should be able to clean this up with minimal losses.
Yep, they should be. It looks like the lings are trying to pull them away from the mineral lines to avoid any type of surround. And that loss of that Zealot, it's going to hurt a little bit if Totsid decides to keep streaming in lings.
But, I think right now would be a good time for him to cut his losses. I mean, he hasn't stopped the Zergling production, but he hasn't been continually streaming it in because he was supply blocked. He had to get that out, the additional overload. Now he's getting those gas geysers.
But he is doing a wonderful job of keeping Raakdos on his toes. He's not really allowing him any type of leeway. And this really early pressure, I mean, he's forced into 2 additional cannons.
And
he's killed a Zealot, so he's done great damage to the build order for Raakdos.
And he's greatly delayed the time for Warp Gate.
Yeah, I mean, he's delayed the time for Warp Gate, he's delayed the saturation of that second base, so, I mean, he forced a lot of minerals to get lost in those buildings that was cancelled at the beginning when he was trying to wall off. So I think totsid did decide finally to, like you said, cut his losses. He's pulled back the Zerglings, and he, I guess, is not going to expand there.
Well, Raakdos did initially have a pylon up here.
He did, and it looks like this probe is going to get a little bit of scouting in and see that there is a hatchery going down at the natural.
So since that pylon was there, totsid was going to go ahead and take this expansion, but since he was able to easily kill that, he just went ahead and took this, and he's probably going to be taking this relatively soon, I would imagine.
Yeah, and that'll actually put him ahead. Whoa, we have weapons level 1 queued up after this, the warp gate tech. That's interesting. We'll click on the saber. Got air upgrade 1 going.
Oh, that is quite curious.
So do you think we'll see Phoenix play? Do you think we're gonna see Voids?
You know, in all honesty, I really hope that was a misclick.
I've never seen anyone at the higher level like queue something up like that. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, you want to get that warp gate tech out of the way, and then if he instantly wants to go into some type of air tech, I mean...
No, it has to be a mistake. I mean, he isn't even going for a starport.
Well,
Stargate. I mean, what I guess is he thought he had clicked the forward since the hotkey for this upgrade and this upgrade is the same.
Alright, well, maybe.
But we'll just have to see.
Let's see, we have a Roach Warren going down for totsid, and these Lings are just doing their patrols, trying to see if there's any sneaky pylons anywhere, or any scouting Protoss units. So I like the conservative play from totsid now. He's just using those Lings to scout around the map and kind of just keep his bottom half free of Protoss pylons.
And I fully expect this to morph into a lair as soon as this queen is done. Since it did just finish, I expect it relatively soon because he's really going to need to go up into that higher tech.
Yeah, I mean, he has the roaches right now, though, which are going to be great in case any type of counter push from the Protoss players happens, which I don't think is going to happen right now. We do have Twilight Council and a Robo Bay going down, and those sentries are doing their hardest to take down those rocks.
totsid will spot this third before Raakdos can get over there to defend it. However, yeah, he's probably going to force a cancel because all these roaches exactly are streaming in, and it's going to be really hard for him to defend.
That is a lot of roaches. Now that upgrade error that could have occurred is continuing. He is researching air weapon level 1, but here come the roaches.
Raakdos just isn't paying attention to the things he needs to be.
No, he does get that force field down to get them finished, but they easily pick off that pylon. I'm going to pick out another pylon that's just going to empower this entire wall. Ouch.
This is going to be really important. He does not have the units to combat this. He's getting an immortal on the way, but one immortal isn't enough to kill all these roaches.
No, and it's a very, very long way away, Iron Sparks. They're going to be able to pick off this forge now. It opens up the wall. Raakdos is throwing down cannons at his main to try and, well, just a cannon. We got to see a chrono boost on that immortal, though. There's just too many roaches.
Yeah, at this point, there's nothing he can do to save this. I mean, he can pull all the probes he wants. He doesn't have the attacking units to combat it.
No, I mean, the probes are going to be a bit of a distraction to the roaches, but they're not going to last long against that acid. The immortal is out now.
I mean, he's putting in a lot of work, but...
he already has 6 kills for just popping out of the Robo Bay.
I mean, unless totsid just sits back and let him kill this army, this has to be GG.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I mean, if you can keep those roaches a safe distance away from the immortal.
I mean, when these 28 Lings, 26 Lings come up, I mean, he's not going to be able to get those stalkers out anymore, so he's going to have to go down to Orphan and Zealots until the second Cybercrow can finish. But what he really needs is to be getting more immortals. He has the minerals, he has the gas. He needs to focus his Chronos on those in order to have a chance against all these roaches. Yeah, and it does look like the roaches are pulling back, and they might go attack that third that Raakdos was able to throw up. And it does look like he's just going to allow Raakdos maybe a little bit of comfort in his own base before he turns around. But here comes those Lings to flank this army. This very valuable immortal is not even getting any damage initially prior to the shield being decimated. Gets a couple more kills in, but it's gone, just like the rest of Raakdos' hopes.
Yeah, that immortal started focusing on those Lings, which was the wrong move. He might have been able to pick off a couple more roaches, but At this point, Raakdos, I really don't see anything that could save him unless some a void ray popped out.
Yeah, unless totsid magically disconnects.
Yeah, unless like
you just lost your totsid pylon.
That hurts him, and he loses the cyber core again. He only has one warp gate operational. 3 stalkers out right now, which I mean, he's got a kite like a grand master level player.
Yeah, he really needs to pull this one right back right now if he's gonna lose it.
Ooh, actually, he might be able to clean up these roaches, but there are reinforcements coming in for totsid. Those last reinforcements are going to be the final nails in the coffin for Raakdos, and I believe this game is over.
Yeah, this is the point. Raakdos, he's having decent holds, but they're not lasting long enough for him to actually benefit from them.
Yeah, I mean, it's this part of this game where, I mean, GGing right now, it makes sense, because you don't have to. Now, this is the time where you get to practice your micro.
I mean, even if he does survive this attack, he's going to be so behind. totsid is sitting on 2 bases, he can easily expand.
And Iron Sparks, another wave of units is coming in now. These lings are just streaming in. What I'd like to see from totsid is roaches. Enough lings. Send the roaches in.
I mean, if totsid does keep doing this, does keep throwing away units, Raakdos might have a slim window of chance.
Yeah, I mean, if he keeps throwing Zerglings his way, these Stalkers are going to be able to pick off these lings just fine.
I like the whole position on these probes, making it so that the Zerglings aren't attacking anything.
Just like we were saying, is they're going to keep going for those Stalkers. The Stalkers just have to sit back and shoot their laser beams at them. Seriously, send some roaches. We do have roaches on the way finally from totsid. Oh, this has really been a tough game for Raakdos. He keeps trying to get these pylons down to power his buildings, but
they're just not sticking.
No, and I mean, the Zealot he just warped in is going to come in with no shields because the lings were hitting at it when it was warping in. And, you know, a very valiant effort from Raakdos to try and stay in. I'm actually amazed that he's still in this game somewhat.
Yeah, but once these additional roaches come up to this base, no matter what micro, whatever pro pulling he does, it has to be the end.
You know, in a couple games we've seen this week, people have raged and talked about all-ins. I would almost consider this Roach Zergling play an all-in from totsid. He really isn't focusing on any type of macro. He isn't upgrading. He's not expanding again. We haven't seen any additional drones built. He's seriously going. And Raakdos has him on the run.
You know, this should not have happened. Like, totsid should have had this game in the bag.
Wow, I mean, these roaches are going to regroup and be able to pick off these stalkers.
I mean, I think this push might be it, but based on what's happened so far in this game, anything's possible.
That was amazing. I did not expect our pink player to be able to push these units back. And, not a terrifying Protoss death ball, but I mean, a little bit of micro, he could whittle down these roaches.
I mean, he's doing decent focus fire on these roaches, trying to target the weaker ones.
And you can see that totsid is pulling the weaker ones back, so he's doing decent micro on his own part. But I mean, if these stalkers just keep backing up, firing a couple beams, backing up, he might be able to take out this small batch of roaches.
You know, but the thing is, these roaches will be these stalkers.
Yeah, the roaches ran out of real estate to fall back on, and but there are a couple roaches coming in behind. That probe was very, very valiant in his commands.
This stalker had 24 kills. What?
Wait, what? I thought Raakdos would have... Well, what do we got? We got... What? Did he have to go to dinner? Did nature call? That's not fair. How come they always do that in the exciting games? We get into it, the player we thought was about to lose starts making a comeback, and then someone leaves. I don't get it. So leave a comment down below on how you think that game would have went if totsid didn't leave. Do you think he could have won? Do you think Raakdos could have won? Raakdos did win, but leave a comment down below. Iron Sparks is completely speechless and going into Google mode. So we did it. We made it through 5 days of videos. Snowball, you know, hung in there and recorded our commentary. We appreciate you and watching this lovely Friday cast. So give it up for that Stalker 24 kills. Hit that like button. Subscribe. Share. Good luck and have fun.
GG.
GG.